guys, welcome to DesiCaliChech. Hope you guys are doing well. And here we are during Thanksgiving break. So yes, it's fall and officially we're well into it. So there's beautiful profusion of colors everywhere you look. Red, yellow, flaming orange, more yellow. Oh, Thanksgiving week. It's going to be beautiful. Really is nice to be under the canopy of these trees. I'm directly under it. Forest bathing, tree bathing. So that time of the year when everybody comes back home. So, and this year we had one of our own who's gone off to college. So he is visiting us this year. So now I have to make all kinds of foods, right? To make sure that they remember their roots and at the same time are healthy and are eating whatever else everybody is eating during this time of year. So there's a mishmash, a mix of things happening, as far as my kitchen is concerned. So I'm like cooking up a storm, making all kinds of things. I don't even know what I'm doing at this point. So come and take a look at the different food preparations that happen in an Indian American kitchen in the United States, in California specifically, during this Thanksgiving time of year. So what you see here is at my friend's house. I missed her Diwali party, but she had me over the very next week for some yummy food and of course delicious dessert. Forget what it's called. I'm having a premature senior citizen moment, but it was quite nice. So my son is my biryani buddy. So when he's off to college, I miss him. So the minute he came back, I decided to make a little bit of biryani, which was made with goat meat. According to some of us, that's the only way to have biryani. It didn't turn out as great as I was expecting, but my son enjoyed it. So I was happy about that. Then, of course, chai for the kids at least once. This is ginger chai cooking over there. And then I wanted to show you, I also made garbanzo beans, this all chana. And we do a funny thing here where we eat it with dosas, not puri. Tried not to have too much gluten. But, of course, the classic combination is to have it with nice fluffy puris. Meanwhile, my tea is ready because I had stopped having tea. But, some days call for tea. Nice ginger tea. What can I say? Oops. That should perk me up, give me a lot of energy to do things around here. And I'll sweeten it with some manuka honey that say that it has good antiviral, antibacterial properties which we need for this time of the year. You have to make sure that you add the honey only after your tea has cooled down a little bit. They say it's toxic if you put it in hot tea or any other hot beverage. So my friend who lives in Japan, but she's Japanese, and she studies Ayurveda from a Sri Lankan teacher. Truly is a global world. And she told me that, and she keeps reminding me whenever she sees me having chai. The honey and the ginger, it's more of, it's almost a tonic for winter. It's a winter tonic. Also been making myself some espresso. So we picked this one up because I've graduated now to a little bit more intense. It's 13 on the intensity. And I just love the design, don't you? With the black and the red. And guess what? They also gave us this holiday flavor of hazelnut espresso for both of us. And I just had one sleeve to buy. So that was fantastic. But it's strong. It's just an espresso. So we'll go home and put some oat milk in it.
And some honey.
Honey and sweetener and, make it like...
Before it gets
like,
cold.
Yeah, like instant coffee. Okay, bye. Back home, guys, duck is on the menu. So I'm going to take you back to 2 days where I was marinating the duck. That's marinating in there with lots of Eastern spices. So it's kind of a little Chinese style. So it's got ginger and cloves and cinnamon in there, orange juice, lime juice, salt. So it's been marinating. I marinated for 2 to 3 days. The duck is nicely sizzling away. I'm going to put some of the fat over it. That's melting. It will give a nice crispy layer and also make flavors will soak in. Ooh. And then we had it sliced. You got to make sure that you cool it for at least half an hour before you cut it up. And then we had it with a salad with persimmons and some mashed potatoes because, persimmons are in season. I want to chop up these persimmons and add it to the salad here. So I washed all the leaves nicely. It's a nice spring mix. I bought those persimmons, although you'll find in my neighborhood that every other neighbor has persimmons. and they're just growing crazy at this time of year. The trees are loaded with persimmons. Then in my mashed potatoes, I did something new. I did this Kerala dish called more, which is buttermilk with some ginger, garlic, onions, that kind of thing. Green chili, ginger also. Oh, that would be a little odd. So we don't want to overdo that. Okay, but it's a very international kitchen, guys. Very international. But there is such a thing as buttermilk mashed potatoes, so why not? And I have added some Himalayan salt and nutmeg. Nutmeg, I can see, it's sometimes added. But yeah, where does nutmeg come from? From the spice coast, from Kerala, right? In southern India. I guess we've been international, given the world all kinds of spices to flavor their food for centuries. A proud moment for all of us. That's ready. So I keep my food in the microwave and I store it over there, I don't know if you guys do it, but it kind of works. Everything stays warm in there. This is sweet potato, and I'm going to add this, my favorite non-dairy butter that's made over here to it. It's made out of coconut and cashew, so it'll be a nice sweet potato mash. I somehow feel that with duck, a sweet flavor goes better. So if you go to France and all that, they will have an orange glazed duck. So I've used orange in my duck, and also even the accompaniments, they'll usually have something candied or something sweet along with it, and like even a sweet chutney. So that's why I thought maybe this would be good to have like a sweet potato as well. One of these days, guys, I will try to make a video on how to make this duck. I also make my roast chicken similar to this, and I think that's the only recipe you need for a roast chicken. Here I'm going to make some sambar from scratch for a breakfast. So I try to feed them as much healthy stuff as I can. And then here I'm steaming some idlis. This I'd already made ahead of time and frozen them. And now this is also made from scratch, and now I just have to kind of just steam it in here. Honestly, guys, I feel very proud when I do something that was traditionally done. I don't know, it just feels like an accomplishment here. And here I'm frying eggs just like how it used to be fried in my ancestral home. After dosas, they would just crack the eggs onto the same pan and just fry eggs. Okay, and now the only way to eat this scrumptious, delicious, healthy meal is with your hands. There's just no other way. So I also have chutney here, and I make chutneys very basic. I don't do any tempering. There's the sambar all being consumed over a discussion on if the world would be a better place if women ran the world.
It's like female dominated our food.
So here is another vegetarian meal that's cooking away. This is rajma, which is kidney beans, a much beloved dish of Indians, and they love it up there in the north. I spent a big chunk of my life in the north as well. So making rajma chawal, which is rajma and rice, for my son, because I do think vegetarianism is the future, because we have to keep a sustainable planet. So just as the base, onions, ginger, garlic, green chilies, you make that, cook it, and then you add some ground masala to it. So one of the tricks I learned is to so you don't get mouthfuls of pepper and cloves. You just kind of use a mortar and pestle, nice and fine, and then add it, so then you don't bite into it. This, folks, goes really well with basmati rice and a dollop of ghee. We have been walking quite a bit in the neighborhood to burn off all that food, and we have some lovely fall colors over here. I just had to come and stand under this tree for a little bit. Just look at it. Just look at the fall colors on this one. Ooh, beautiful. And to just sit here, there's a little bit of sun over there. Sit here, look up, and read a book. Isn't that just pure bliss? Or is that just me? Heaven. This is heaven. Spinach something. Again from Trader Joe's.
I like the pumpkin spread punch.
Oh yeah.
Which one has a pumpkin?
Cheese. That's sweet. Oh. So guys, we didn't realize that our son had come home bearing gifts. He got us the gift of the flu. So before we knew it, all of us had the flu and our eating menu changed drastically.
Good thing I made this soup when I did, because now I am sick. So I'm gonna have this, added some veggies to it, and now we'll crack some pepper over it as well. And then before you knew it, I was resorting to the comfort of a pizza in bed. I got jalapenos on it, pepperoni, sausage, bell pepper, olives, a lot of good stuff.
What can I say? It's called comfort food for a reason. Then we added more medicines to the menu, and for drinks we had a lot of warm water. I tend to keep warm water in a thermos next to my bedside table. I think it gives me relief. So that was the drink. And yes, a lot of homemade juice as well.
2 apples, and I de-seeded 2 of the pomegranates.
There's the apple and pomegranate juice. This should be good. So full of antioxidants. It's full to the brim. And this stuff is the residue that falls onto the other side. I'm going to just let this glass of goodness do its job, hopefully. I bought this full box of oranges, and happy to say, in a way, I'm happy to say that I used all of it. All the oranges are gone. Made juice out of it. Came handy for the flu. So, as they say, man proposes, God disposes. Although I don't know if God was really actively involved in making us all have the flu here. So I'm sitting outside urgent care here. So they did a COVID test on me. So I'm waiting in my car. So they'll come out here and let me know what is happening. So they swabbed me here in the car. So anyway, guys, so that's my video. And if you like the video, do like and subscribe. I don't even know what to say. It started off as something and now it's ended up being something else altogether. So anyway, you can see this sweatshirt. I bought it from Whole Foods. It's made in India. 100% cotton, and I got it 40% off. So there's always something fun happening even when one is sick, something to be grateful for and to enjoy. Oh, sorry. Well, see you guys soon. Bye bye. Like and subscribe.